What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. I want to say if you've been watching my videos, I appreciate it. On Wednesday on my video, we won. We went 2 for 2 here. The props also dropped. Miles Bridges went from 23 to 20. Rui went from 16 to 14 and a half. So of course I believe in myself, so I doubled down here and won that. And then there was some UEFA Champions League here, so of course you got to dabble in that too. And then if you watched my video on Thursday, we won. Zach Edey hit Jokic. I had some haters in the comment section, crushed it here. And Jason Tatum almost had a triple-double. And then I also had some random bets off to the side. And if you value more bonus picks like the soccer ones that I give, check the link in the description. We're doing pretty well there for soccer. I put some UEFA League, won $86, and I picked Team Canada. I'm located in the United States, but everybody was going USA, so I had to fade them a little bit just for the dollar. So $50 there. And let's go ahead and get into today's picks. The first pick I have, and the way I find these picks is I look for discrepancies in lines, and I look, especially in the statistics, I like to focus on rebounds. So if we go to total rebounding, the rebound rate in the NBA, and the teams on the top here are going to be the strongest, and the teams on the bottom are going to be the weakest in terms of rebounding. So when I looked at this Pistons and the Spurs game, I saw a discrepancy. Detroit's number 5, and if you go down to 17, San Antonio. San Antonio's, they're okay, but they're going to get a lot worse now that Victor Wembanyama's out. That poor guy, I feel really bad. 21 years old, DVT, out for the season. But there's enough separation here to find value. So, and if we go to NBA.com and we want to look at the rebounding leaders, these are going to give you the top 50. And if we look at where is he? I like to start from the bottom, and you'd be surprised who's in the top 50. Cade Cunningham. That's pretty surprising that he cracked the top 50. He gets a lot of minutes, so a lot of opportunities are there, but that's not who we're targeting. I am targeting in the top 15. We're going Jaylen Duren. Everybody's been using Jaylen Duren. I'm well aware of that. He averages 10.2 rebounds a game, so he's averaging just about a double-double. And they're playing the Spurs on a back-to-back. So I think they're going to be a little bit tired, and I think Pistons are going to be fresh. Jaylen Duren, if you know anything about usage rate, so usage rate basically means the higher the number, the more shots they're taking, the more ball handles that they have. Jaylen Duren here, his usage rate is 15.6. And then we want it to be below 20. And why that's important is he's a role player who doesn't take much shots, but he gets high minutes, so there's a lot of rebound chances. Like I said before in my last video, players like Rudy Gobert, he averages a 12 in terms of usage minutes. So that's what I'm thinking. And if we go over to StatMuse, PrizePicks, and we look for Jaylen Duren, his number was pretty high the last time I saw. I tried to look for it last night, but it wasn't up before I went to bed. But I woke up and it's already gone. It was 12 and a half. It was 12 and a half literally 10 minutes ago before I made this video. So I was not going to do 12 and a half. I was going to do 9.5 because I'm not going to lose by 1. 9.5 feels really comfortable here. I know it's a goblin, but winning is winning. Look what he's been doing. Last 5, I feel really comfortable. This is the best play of the day. I feel like if you look at Jaylen Duren and his 3 games that he's played versus the Spurs, it's not a large sample size, but he's almost had 10, except for 1 here. But the minutes were the lowest. And if we look at rebounds per game that the Spurs are giving up, they're giving up rebounds all over the place. Look at this, 11.4 to the shooting guard. So you're telling me when the Spurs play basketball, they're giving up more rebounds to the shooting guard than the power forward. That's wild. But Jaylen Duren, 11.7. I think he's going to get at least 10. I could see 11 or 12. But definitely not what PrizePicks is offering here at 13.5. No. Keep an eye out for this. See it at 12 maybe, but I'm going to stick here at 9.5. I think these numbers are too inflated. He's been a very popular player, so let's go. All right, I got 1 pick down. I have 2 more to go. The next pick is going to take us to the Pelicans and Mavericks game. In true fashion, we're going to go right back over to rebound rates, and we're going to look. And this is kind of where I start all the time here when I'm looking at rebounds. Dallas is at 16. Yes, they don't have Anthony Davis and they don't have Gafford. They're both out. And if we go all the way down to the second worst team is New Orleans. I couldn't help myself and not bet against New Orleans because I don't know if you were paying attention to any of the Pelicans games recently, but look at Sabonis, the last time they played him versus the All-Star game. I know it's Sabonis, he's a really good rebounder, but 28 rebounds, 13 O boards, you gotta be kidding me. New Orleans, if you go to ESPN.com, just for the sake of time, look at what New Orleans has done on the boards. They've done nothing. They're getting dominated. They played the Kings 3 times in the last 5 games, got dominated. They played Oklahoma City, who's one of the worst. If we go to Oklahoma City, they're one of the worst teams, and Hartenstein got like 11 rebounds off of them too. So this is where I think the Mavericks are looking for a bounce back spot to really get healthy. And it starts with PJ Washington, and I really think he's going to step up here. If he's healthy, I think, or if he plays, I think he's going to play. I was reading an article here. He's one of the 2 upgraded folks on the Dallas Mavericks lineup here who's getting really healthy. And coming off the break, and they're at home, I can really see him stepping up. So he's number 22. He's averaging 8 rebounds a game. And if we go to here, and when I was looking at the Mavericks, I was trying to see who is stepping up to fill the void for the Mavericks in terms of rebounding. PJ Washington at 9. If we look at his last 5, it's kind of up and down. He's averaging 9.4. This is misleading. He was injured here. He only played 12 minutes in that game. But 9, I'm kind of liking it. I could see him get 10, maybe even 11. If we look at his usage rate, it's 19.6, so it's under 20, so it still fills that void of we need him grabbing boards and not taking over the game offensively. And something else that was really encouraging, if we go to StatMuse here, he's already played them a couple times this year. So if we look in the end of January, 14 rebounds, he did it again, early January, 14 rebounds, and then to start the NBA season off when it was October, November, he only had 6. But 2 to 3, and if he's coming off healthy, it all depends on his status for the game. But I'm going to throw him in there. PJ Washington over 9 rebounds. All right, everybody, I'm going to give you my 3rd and final pick today. We're going to go looking for the Thunder and the Jazz. So if we look at the Thunder, I was just smack talking them a second ago. They're all the way down here at 25. We look all the way at the top and we see the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are at home and they're coming fresh off the All-Star break. So really excited to see that team, especially versus the Lakers. They were going into the end of the season on a positive note. And if we go to the NBA, one of those players who's on a positive note is Walker Kessler. He's in the top 10. We see that familiar face, and where he's averaging 11.8, almost 12 rebounds a game. And that's exactly what we want to see, especially when we're targeting rebound props. If we go over to StatMuse here and we look at Walker Kessler's usage rate, I sound like a broken record when I'm talking about usage rate, but this is really important. He's the poster child. We're looking for under 20, somebody who's not going to be handling the ball a lot, taking a lot of shots, doing a lot of dribbling. He's going to use all his energy to grab those boards. Right here, rebounds per game, 11.8. That's exactly what we want to see. And Walker Kessler, if we are looking at those last 10 games, remember when I say he was playing the Lakers, they played him back to back. He had 8 in one game, 12, 22, 18, 13, 15. Oh, I love that. 13.4 rebounds in his last 10 games. That's what he's averaging. That's exactly what we want to see. One more stat here, and you can already tell who I'm targeting. Walker Kessler has played Oklahoma City twice this year. A good amount of minutes, 15 and 11. And you're probably thinking, what's this prop going to be, Matt? What's it going to be? And I'll tell you what, it'd be lower than you think it is. It's going to be 11. And I am absolutely in love with this play. Walker Kessler, 11 rebounds. If we look up his last 5, 14.6. I'm surprised it doesn't have a little flamethrower next to his name. The Thunder are giving up 12 rebounds to centers, by the way. So if you wanted to buy it down, I have no idea what it is. Don't buy it down. 11 rebounds. These are the 3 plays, everybody. I got Duren, PJ Washington, and Kessler. If you don't want to do the Washington play, if he goes out, just do a Jaylen Duren, Walker Kessler stack. And I know in PrizePicks, 3 plays isn't as valuable, so throw your own in there. I'm going to be betting some of these singles on my own sportsbook. And if you want to see more bonus stuff and more bonus plays that I do, check the link in the description. I want to say thanks for watching, everybody, and good luck.